Oh, hi, everybody. It's Brian, and it's time to play some retro games. Previously, we played Questprobe featuring the Hulk. Tonight, we're playing Questprobe featuring Spider-Man? These early 80s Commodore 64 8-bit computers, ZX Spectrum, Atari 8-bit text adventure games with illustrations by, or inspired by at least, Marvel artists. Included some Questprobe comics. Like I said, we did play the Hulk the other day. Go back and watch that feed if you'd like to. And it was a large part of my experience with the Commodore 64 gaming. Ah, yes. TMS Mashups, what is up? What are you doing, my friend? How is your Thursday, Friday going? I know you're on Thursday, though, right? What is going on? It's good to see you over here. What you been up to? Is the core still on? I know they were streaming earlier. Frog Pants live stream. Looks like they're still... Are they still going? That show is so long. Smoking a cigar outside. Jealous of you, P. Crumb. What is up? What is up? I want to meet you in Vegas. I also want to go to Vegas. But the world refuses to cooperate with me. Why? Why, oh why does the world refuse to cooperate with me? I don't know. I will tell you this, though. If you're tuning in from the morning stream the other morning, or was yesterday morning? It was yesterday morning. So I do a podcast of which TMS Mashups is definitely aware. I pop in on occasionally, and we do some games. And one of them is the Tadpooley Feud, where it's kind of a family feud thing. We were talking, and I got on the subject of Questprobe, and I was talking about the they asked me about the Timex Sinclair and how it was related to the Spectrum. And I was like, yeah, it's the same kind of format. I meant to say format, but I said, yes, the same is what I actually said. And it's not really the same. The Timex Sinclair was the same form factor, but it was... So I got... And I instantly knew it afterwards. I saw a few people, probably very European, yelling in the chat room. I'm like, oh, and I didn't get a chance to correct it, so too bad. Isn't it a great segment? We love it. Don't tell anyone. It's keeping just to me and you. Hey, we're all involved. All the major players are involved, right? You can love it. You can love it to death. You can love it to death. All right, let's take a look. Now, I was hoping we did, we improved our standing on YouTube. All right? So if you're watching this on YouTube or you're catching it later, we will have memberships shortly. But I started to set it up Tuesday night, I believe it was, and we were officially inducted into the program. And there were some decisions I had to make before I could go live that I wasn't ready to make yet. I want to make sure I get it right. Because they said if you get it wrong, you can't go back. You can add to it, but you can't subtract. And I was like, oh, well, that may be bad. That may be not good at all. And so I was like, I need a minute. I got to think about it. Yeah. Oh, I guess you'll talk about it on Play Retro, but are you interested in the new Switch 2 Past TMS Mashups? And the answer is yes. Am I interested in the price point? No, the price point was about probably at least $50 higher than my highest estimation of what it would be. And Nintendo doesn't move on prices. So you're either going to get it at that price or you're not getting it. So I would have ran out the door and picked up my Switch 2 at $399. $299 was the original release. With inflation, you're looking at about, I think they said it would be closer to like should be like closer to like 350 or something. And that's USD. Yeah, that's USD monies. That's USD dollars. So, yeah, I was like, I don't know. It's not a slam dunk. It is not a slam dunk for me. So, we'll check in on that. Meanwhile, oh, hi, Terry. What is going on? Welcome in, Terry. How's it going? It is Thursday, right? It feels like it should be Wednesday, but it is, and it's a Thursday. And we're about to hit an ad here in just a few seconds here on Twitch, but we'll be right back. In the meantime, we're just going to hang out for a second and talk. Don't worry, you won't miss any gameplay. Matter of fact, we probably should post this on the social medias. We should probably do that as well. TMS confirms that it is going to be $629 for me in the Canada. That's 629 Canadian dollars. And that's a lot. So I won't be getting one. Right? Mammy Cheese, what is up? I won't get one right away. I will eventually get one. It is definitely something I am going to have. I just don't know if I have to have it right away. But I don't think I got the Switch right away either. I'm trying to remember. I don't recall running out to get the Switch. That's usually the thing about Nintendo. It's usually not something I feel like I need to go out and get right away. Typically, because it's never the cutting edge. The titles they have, they're going to be good. I mean, the launch titles are going to be fantastic, but it's nothing I can't wait on. Yeah, Johnson will write his off. Same thing. It's me too. I'll be writing it on my taxes and stuff. But it's still not free money. It's still money. It just means if you don't know how taxes work, for those I'm sure you probably do. For those who do not, if you're self-employed in the United States, there's a self-employment tax, and any money that you make, whether it be royalties or how this operation works here on Twitch, I believe it's counted as royalties. I think it's something close to like 44 to 48% of everything you get goes straight to the tax man unless you spend it. So you better spend it, right? Terry says, can't say it would be worth my money. Never play the Switch. I have. I thought I'd play it all the time, but I have a hard time justify playing it when I have work to get done. I know, Terry, right? I'm definitely going to get it. It definitely fits within the framework of what we do with the podcast. So it will eventually be a business expense. I'm just not personally excited about it. I mean, it looks neat, but I got a lot of neat things. I mean, I got the Spectrum. All right. So, I mean, come on. What more did you ask for? I've been posting on Blue Sky a lot lately. I started getting back into doing social media. I kind of backed away and was only posting when I went live and projects and that kind of stuff. And I just, as a consumer of social media, I don't like those feeds, I mean, I'm not a big, if that's all the person posts is their marketing, doesn't feel like social media. It feels like, I don't know, I've got Google Calendars. I know when somebody's streaming. I got Twitch. I got YouTube. I got notifications. So it's not a really compelling reason for me to subscribe to someone's feed unless they're also, interacting or maybe posting some stuff, interest. And so I kind of quit Twitter because it's just shit show. Excuse my language. It was. It still is. It is no fun. It was just it took all the fun out of it. Just no fun. No fun. And so Blue Sky puts fun back in it again. I got to say, hey, Chevelle is back just in time. Posted that today. Non-controversial. They're back. And they're in time. I have to sit through 5 ads on Twitch. Lame. Now, TMS Mashups, we also do this on YouTube. Perfect. There you go, Jamie. There you go. Jamie figured it out. I'm not sure how that will impact once we go memberships and stuff on YouTube. It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of holding up on that. I'm very excited about the opportunities on YouTube. I just don't want, this is everything that I do is about getting to experience retro and getting to build a community, right? I have a day job, so this is all just extra for funsies. And I take everything that I get and I try to put it back in the community or buy retro crap and games and stuff so that we can all get to experience it together. And I'm fortunate enough to be the, kind of the mouthpiece of all of that. And I appreciate that. And so, yeah, so I'm hesitant sometimes it's like there's been opportunities to make more money, but I'm always kind of like, but is it run counterintuitive to what we're trying to do here? Which is stupid, right? Tom says, truck month ad. When did trucks get a month? True story. It is truck month. Yay! Jamie can confirm YouTube Premium is really expensive. I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. I do use YouTube Premium, and I have 2 accounts. I have one that I goof around on for myself, and then I have a premium account specifically so that I'm doing long-form listens to YouTube documentaries on retro games, which I'll do in addition to reading magazines, playing the games, personal experience, and just deep diving everywhere I can. But YouTube Premium really comes in handy because I can listen to it on my iPhone and I can just walk around with it. And if you don't have the premium, then when the screen it goes blank, the YouTube stops playing. So I do that. And plus, you don't get any ads and stuff too. So it is really a good value for that. And yeah, I need to do it for my family. My kids both love YouTube. Yeah, 9 and 11, right? And we do Spotify in the house, not a business expense, and that's $22 just for music for the family. $30 a month, Jamie. Oh, yeah, is that how much it is in Canada? Is I want to say it's 15 here. Is it 15? Is that how much I pay per month? I think that's right. Yeah, that's kind of expensive. I mean, there's the live video too with the TV stuff, but I don't do that one. Right, Tom says, putting community over profit is rather Canadian of you. I feel somewhat Canadian sometimes. I do have a lot of Canadian friends. I have a lot of U.S. friends, a lot of Canadian friends, European friends, I have Australian friends, New Zealand. I got friends all over the world, and I love it. Yeah, Jamie confirms we have Spotify. That is a necessity, and it really is because I've been using that a lot because I've been doing a deep dive on AC/DC. I don't know anything about AC/DC other than, my first real like about AC/DC as the music listener was from watching Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive, Who Made Who. Now, I knew AC/DC was on the radio. My dad liked AC/DC, and he would tell me occasionally, hey, listen to this song, but it wasn't mine, right? Until Who Made Who? And that's... And I just been digging deeper into AC/DC. I didn't know they started out almost as an Australian glam rock band. If you go back and watch their first video from like 72, 74, Girl, Can I Sit With You, I think is what it's called, is hilarious. It's hilarious. And then you get into the Bon Scott era, and he's a really interesting learn. And then, of course, he passed away from alcohol poisoning, and his friend just drove him to his house and left him out in the car and gave him a blanket. It was cold outside, but he died from alcohol poisoning. And then, of course, we got the guy that I know, the guy that I grew up with, Brian Johnson, who's just amazing. Has some great YouTube videos too, by the way. Yeah, I don't, Jamie, I'm just saying, I don't play Apple games for Apple Arcade enough. I did at one point in time, but haven't done it. Mayor McCheese says ACDC has one song, but they're all great. That's the truth. They do. There's just so much good stuff. But yeah. Terry says 22 for Spotify. I have Apple Music, Apple Arcade, and Apple TV all for $20. I thought about doing that, Terry. I did do it for a while. Zoe seemed to like Apple Music, but I'm like, all of our stuff's on Spotify, and I keep getting Apple TV free whenever I buy a new Apple product. But and then I subscribe occasionally and just get caught up in all the shows, and I turn it off. But yeah, I think it's a good deal. Apple loses a lot of money. They lose a lot of money on all that stuff. I promise we're going to start playing this game here in a minute. I was going to post on social media, but you know what? Bump it. We got enough motion and movement right here in the chat. I don't have to have a whole bunch of people in here to have fun. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm sure more will appear shortly, especially after the core stops and we some of our shared audience starts looking around for some extra content. Jamie, how have you been anyway, by the way? All right. So it looks like to me, this Spider-Man is not wanting to launch. And I think I remember this from the other day, that this particular version crashed. This is a Commodore 64 emulator. Vice, I believe, is the emulator. We're running this on an Atari VCS, little mini PC that Atari put out. I guess I must have launched about 4 or 5 years ago. I have a couple of them. They go on sale. It's a good machine. And I just load up Batacera on there, which is a Linux. And it's got all your nice little front end stuff. You might be like, well, why not just Raspberry Pi? Because this is way more powerful than a Raspberry. There's a lot of cool stuff, and you're going to see some of these really cool effects that you can get away with. Words, I love them. Oh, dude, I got Terry. I've got my Plex. I got my Plex, Jamie. Yep, sure. I got your Plex servers. Oh, Wonder Brat. Core is over now. Excellent. Yep. I'm already seeing the numbers starting to come up, so that's not surprising. We need to get back and play some more Trivial Pursuit with the community again. We played Hulk the other night. I think we're gonna have to. This particular ROM of the floppy disk did not seem to work, so we're going to pop down to the later version, which is the shared data version. That was the cheaper version of this. Still the same game. Actually, had some quality of life improvements, but it got cheaper. Originally, these games were like about $9.99 US. And I had the Hulk. I never played Spider-Man or the Commodore 64 or any other 8-bit computer system, but these are text adventures. In Scott Adams, his Saga engine, was it Scott Adams Game Adventures? What, something like that. What is up? Cabana Guy, how is it going? What is going on this here? What is this, a Thursday, Friday? Some Spider-Man. This is from 1987. Like I said, I would have, but look at this. So look how fan-freaking-tastic the little screen bezels and stuff look. Oh, we got it. We still say Questprobe featuring the Hulk. Oh man, don't anybody tell our ever diligent retro friend and real life friend Sandagosa. He will like, you got to change the game name. I'm like, you're right. So Slider-Man is. He was bit by a radioactive metal slide on the playgrounds. Is Questprobe featuring Slider-Man. His powers are burning your ass when it's on a hot summer's day. There we go. All right. Spider-Man. Life Man. Life. I hear that. Jamie says, excited but also scared about TMS Vegas. I really don't want to go to the States right now. I hear that, Jamie. I hear that. It's concerning, right? Oh, you're right. It does. The hyphen does seem optional in this game. I did include it. I've always seen it with the spider slash dash man, but I don't think that's necessarily a thing. But we are going to play a little bit on our Commodore 64 emulator using our Commodore 64 looking 8-bit do keyboard. We do have several other options as well. We have a Commodore 64 Maxi, or the 64 Maxi, which is a modern take on the classic. And we also have some real Commodore 64s, but unfortunately, I think all my 1541s are currently in trouble. I got to work on those some. And I've got the whole Questprobe games, and I do not have access to the Spider-Man right now. They're fairly inexpensive, and I want to get all of them. All right, so this is a second iteration of the game engine, the Saga Plus by Scott Adams. This one, as you can tell, we're going to have a yellow, so it's going to tell us to hit return when screen's yellow. In the first one, it was a 2-word text parser. This one is supposed to be able to handle more complex commands. Also, once again, no real music. You'll hear a ding every once in a while to let you know that you've moved on to the next thing. So turn the book. Just kidding, don't turn the book. Welcome, friends, to Questprobe, trademark. Last time it was Hulk, trademark. Number 2, Spider-Man by Scott Adams, dedicated to John Mathis, a true believer. I don't know who that is. Spider-Man, Mysterios. This is letting you know what likenesses are going to be in it, but it's kind of a spoiler. These are some of the characters you're going to see here in this game in its low 8-bit quality. Man, that checker pattern is messing with my eyeballs right now. Spider-Man, Mysterio, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Hydro Man, and Sandman. Lizard, Ringmaster, and Chief Examiner, who is kind of the center, the hub of this whole story, the Questprobe story, illustrated to look like Scott Adams, and Madam Web. And their distinctive likenesses are trademarks of Marvel Comics Group and are used with permission. Questprobe is a trademark of Marvel Comics and Scott Adams. Game design, copyright 1984, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now on with the game. I'm in a hall with shoddy, threadbare carpeting on the floor. And I see here a sign. I see exits to the north, south, east, and west, so we can go in 4 directions. Perfect. Mantlebeard, what is going on, my friend? Ray said, Spideherd man. Spideherd man. Mantlebeard was going through my parents' house and found my old Atari 2600. Excellent. Still in the original box. Now to see how to test if it works. So, Mantlebeard, I don't know. Are you on the Discord server? On Frog Pants or mine? Are we friends on Discord or whatever? Blah, blah, blah. Are we friends somewhere on social media? Anyway, let me know, or maybe before we end the show, I'll show you what I use to go RF to HDMI. It is a little device, little pink box with a remote control that is Chinese and basic as crap. And, but as complex as all get out, as you'll see with the reviews, because it comes with the on-screen display set in Chinese language. And there's some forums and posts that I found that was able to let me switch it pretty quickly and get to English. Not a problem. Once you do, then you've got a remote control with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like regular remote control. But you don't press 3 to go to channel 3 or 4 like you would with your Atari. Instead, you got to actually program the frequency into each of the buttons. So channel 3 doesn't have a frequency of whatever location you're at, say, United States. Channel 3 is just got like some random frequency. So you got to go in there and program it. But it's cool. It's cool. You're on Frog Pants. Excellent. Hit me up. We'll talk about it too. And the race says 1541s were often trouble when new. Yeah. I have a couple of them. One of them was working just fine and just all of a sudden stopped working. So I got to take a look at it. I'm sure it's something silly. I'll get the scope out and we'll scope it out. All right, so we got to decide which way to go. I happened to read a walkthrough on last night. I read a walkthrough because I was like, if it's anything like the Hulk, it's going to take me my entire lifetime to get it figured out. So we don't want to take an entire lifetime. So I read through it. We're gonna go first. We're gonna go. Let's just go east. I think that's which way I want to go. First, you got to hit the thing. It's still yellow. And we get a prompt now. This time it says Spider-Man, comma, I want you to. This is actually important. They were setting it up for the next game, which is going to be half of the Fantastic Four, and you get to switch characters. Here you don't get to switch characters, but it's important that we note that Spider-Man, I want you to go. So I can type in go east if I wanted to. I could be totally, got to put in our game focus mode on there. I can type in go east. Young Spider. Oh, wow. Okay. Try that again. All right. Wait on my cursor to show back up. All right. Go east. Full sentences. I can put a period in there too if I want to. There we go. All right. Okay, I go east. Now, I don't have to do all that. I can also just hit E, and it'll just go. So I could say I want to go E, and it would just go E if that's available, but it's not here. All right. Way cool. Look at this. It's not cool. Look at this little area. What an action, fun time we're having. If I happen to know that we're a Spider-Man and we don't have to obey the laws of walking. Look at us. We're upside down. Look at us. All right. Let's see. Can we push button? Oh. So obviously an elevator. We should probably say eat fern. Okay, click. Looks like nothing happened, so that's fine. Let's take a look again. If you type in an L, a short code for look, I'm in a waiting room next to the elevator. Elevator appears unremarkable, except for the call button. And I see here, I'm on the ceiling. Closed elevator door. I see an exit west. All right, so let's see if we can use our Spidey strength and open elevator. I don't know if it'll just do. Let's just try door. Just to see. This is half the fun of a text adventure, right? Trying to. Okay, I exert my spider strength. I'm off the ceiling now. Okay. Oh, look at me. Look at. We finally got to see Spider-Man in our Spider-Man game. How exciting is that? The problem with. It's a problem with basically first-person games, which we're kind of. That's our viewport. If you're playing as somebody you want to see, right? It's the reason why we got Tomb Raider from a third person so that we could see how cool Lara Croft was. Come on. You want to see Lara Croft, right? You don't want to look down at your Quake hands. All right. We open the elevator. Oh, we're back on the ceiling. Interesting. I guess they didn't have an animation for upside down. Okay. I'm on the ceiling elevator shaft. I see an exit west. I want to do go elevator. Let's see what happens here. Oh, hi, Tex. What's going on? Oh, Monkey Bananas is here as well. Oh, hi, Laura. All right, look, we're seeing some Spidey hands. That looks painful, Spidey. I'm in a dimly lit elevator shaft. The shaft's grimy and greasy. Oh, I like grimy. I see exits to the west and up. All right, so we came from the west, I'm assuming. So we're going to go up. And you just have to type in U for up. I don't think we got to type in the full word. We're lazy here, right? Come on. Broken wrist, right? The Wraith, because it kind of looks like. Painful. Yikes. Okay, I go up. I want you to look. Let's take a look, see where we're at now. See if it's the same options as just up and nowhere else. I see exits to the west, up, and down now. So we need to continue probably. We said we can go west, though. Can we exit west? Because we should be up one floor, right? If we went up one. I should have made note of that mirror-looking thing over there. I think that's a mirror, or is it just a glass? Let's just take a look to see if we can, if it's a mirror or not. Oh, look at it, it says Spider-Man again. All right. Poorly drawn Spider-Man. Who used to draw Spider-Man when they were a kid? All right, who drew Spider-Man this past week? Spider-Man was always one of my favorite characters to draw. It was always fun to try to get those spirals right in his face, right? Even if you don't draw all of Spider-Man's body and you just draw a face, pretty simple, right? It's an oval, those cool eyes on there. Don't have to worry about drawing a nose or mouth, but then you get to work on the circles, right? Got to do the little spider web in the center between his two eyes. And you got to kind of draw the lines out down by his mouth where it would be. And you got to loop. You got to hang them. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I love drawing me some Spider-Man for some relaxation. Oh, Cash, what is up? What a fine evening to climb an elevator shaft. A greasy and a grimy and a greasy. Tex, I did figure out what the issue was with the membership feature. I just needed to set it up. And I started to the other night after we got through streaming, I started to set it up. And I realized after watching the video of how to set it up that it was going to be more complex than me just sitting down really quick and doing it. And they told me, if you do this and you don't give it any consideration, you're stuck. You can't delete it. you can add, but you can't take away. And I was like, ooh. And they recommended 3 levels, and I'm like, but ooh, what if I don't want those 3 levels? What if I only want 1 or 2? I got to figure it out. I looked at some other people's, and they all did the 3, but I don't know if they just did like I'm doing. It's like, I don't know. I'll have to have some experience with it first before I know whether or not I want to have 3. Take your word for it, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. All right, so am I the only fool that grew up drawing Spider-Man? Am I the only fool that grew up? Am I the only person who sat in class drawing oval heads of Spider-Man? Just, all right, fine. Do I guess all right. Okay, I see Spider-Man. All right, let's take a look. I just want to look here. Let's look around. Yeah, I know, right? Good grief, says Tex. I'm in a waiting room next to the elevators area. Unremarkable. I see a wall mirror, an open shaft. Boy, I'm always seeing an open shaft. I see exits to the east and to the west. Well, we went in east, so let's go west and let's explore floor 2. Oh, wait, we're outside. Well, that was confusing. Okay, I go west. All right. Spider-Man has escaped the building. I want you to look. Mantelbeard says, I doodled made-up heroes. I did the same. My neighbor friend, Rory, and myself, he was from the north. He was a Yankee as far as we were concerned. Sorry if that offends anyone. That's what we used to say when we were kids. And we made paper comics, and we had a character called Gunslinger. He was kind of a masked hero. I can still draw him. I'll draw him for you one day. Draw him poorly. Text says users do have single levels on the join buttons and nothing is wrong as far as I can tell. I think that's probably going to be the way for me to go, Text. Just do a single one. Maybe a Superman here and there, says Mantelbeer, for the drawings. I just found Spider-Man fun to draw. It was just such a fun little draw. But this is the Spider-Man with the web wings. Yeah, look at Spider-Man's cute little butt. But I can't quite make out where the crease is supposed to be. I don't understand why his butt crack's not lining up with his spine. Is that supposed to be a cheek? Does he only have one butt cheek? Neither one of those creases. That almost looks like his front, except his feet are facing the wrong directions. Kind of looks like a hump front, but maybe? I'm not sure. At least you shouldn't fall in this game, right? The Wraith? True. Uni Cheek says Monkey Bananas. All right, I'm on the side of the skyscraper. There are no ledges or other protrusions at all. I see exits to the east, up, and down. Let's go up. I think we should go up. I think it's a no-brainer. Now, I've heard people say that this third version, this Quest, Human Torch, and the Thing, is supposed to be the best one. By the way, on the cover there is... that's the Master Examiner. Is that right? Master Examiner? Mr. Examiner. Terry says, the hump front. That's right. Membership will be $9.99. That's right, Tex. Just like the cost of this game. Gifted and gifted memberships. All right. Bump. Something stops me. Oh, I can't go up. Okay. So all right. But what was it? What's stopping me? Look up. Oh, can I say look up? And watch it be like Sandman or something. Let's look up to see what exactly is stopping us from going up. I see clear blue. So what's stopping us? What's stopping us? Okay, I don't know. All right. Well, let's get back inside then. I don't think we're supposed to be outside just yet. I go east. Oh no, I see Mysterio run by. What? Okay, that's wild. Okay. You know, we never got the Mysterio storyline yet, right? I mean, we kind of did, but it didn't feel big enough. It felt like it was just such a toss away. I mean, it can't be it. I mean, we got the Mysterio storyline, but it was just so blah. I don't know. I guess the more I think about it, they really did kind of explore it, I suppose. Jake Gyllenhaal. Anyway, the one thing that was kind of confusing when I first saw this comic was the Master Examiner is kind of got a Mysterio vibe going on, right? He's got that long cape. He looks like a robe here. He's got a cape. Got that dome head. You can't really see in it. I don't know. Grab him. All right, so Mysterio runs by. Let's take a look again. I want to look at that picture over there. What is that, like a horse? See a wall mirror, an open shaft. I see, oh, Mysterio's running by again? What is he doing? What is he doing? That is freaking me out. All right. Look Mysterio. Just look Mysterio, yo. Where'd he go? Is he gonna show? What's he gonna say? I mean, wait. Okay, so just tells me, just goes look. Okay, he keeps running by. What am I supposed to do here? I don't think I have any webbing yet. Shoot web. I don't think I have any web yet. I think that's something we got to do if I remember. Oh yeah, I can't. I don't have web fluid. So obviously this is Spider-Man from what world? What in the Marvel fandom is the one where he has to use web fluid and doesn't actually come out of his wrist. So let's think about it for a minute. Tobey Maguire had physical webbing, right? And then Andrew Garfield, he had web fluid. Is that right? And then Holland, all Iron Man, right? So it's like, I think he has web. Does he even have web fluid? I can't remember. All right. Where's my spider heads out there? Come on. Who knows? I don't know. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's go east this time. I guess it's going to put us back in the shaft, right? It doesn't. Yeah, okay, put us back in the shaft. Let's go up again. So it looks like Mysterio is in the mezzanine level. Oh, I don't know how to, go up. I don't know how to up something. What's up, dog? Okay, it goes up. I want you to look again. So we should have east, west, up again, maybe? Yes, let's go west. Get off on this floor. Okay, no mirror this time, so that's good, right? Go, again. I think there's an E or an F in that plan over there. Open shaft, exits east and west. Let's go west again. Go west, young man. Oh, and there's a hallway now. Okay, so let's look again. Shoddy, same threadbare. We can go north, south, east, and west. If we go south, where would that take us to? Let's go south. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, go south then. Going south, Brian. Oh, look here. It's just an empty room. An empty room with nothing in it. All right. Audra's home. Cool. To look. I want to look. Deserted office looks to have been abandoned and all office furniture was removed. There's a small window out of which I can see the sky, and I see here hydrochloric acid, calcium carbonate, exotic powders. I see an exit north. Well, get those chemicals. Get acid. But put it in something safe. Oh, it's thinking about it. Look how long it's thinking. I've got hydrochloric acid. What's other things they had? Calcium carbonate. So get carbonate and get powders, right? So let's get carbonate. Carbonate. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming, MacDoc. I'm assuming that that's exactly what we're gonna do. What was the other thing I said? It was carbonate and I've already forgotten. Yeah, so I'm assuming that we're gonna make some webbing. At least that's what I read in the walkthrough. I didn't know this is where I was gonna find anything. I'm just exploring, kind of skimmed over it, just to make good decisions. Like the original Hulk game, I remember it took me forever to realize that Bruce Banner needed to bite his lip to Hulk out. I was trying all kinds of stuff. And then going outside, it was low gravity, and if you weren't the Hulk, you died. And you had to push a button so that you could get angry, so that you could run outside quickly. It took me forever to figure all that stuff out. There's no way I would have figured it out without cheats, hints, especially wouldn't have known about gems and how to get the gems where they need to be. Dadless, what is going on, my friend? All right, so I think we got everything. Let's do an inventory. Let's see if we get a Spider-Man. Oh, that's boring. Come on. In the Hulk, when you did the inventory, you were the Hulk. You got to see Hulk with a bag, and he had a bunch of stuff poured out on the screen, and you had your inventory items. Or if you were Bruce Banner, you would show that. That's kind of a downgrade. I wanted to see what was in Spider-Man's sack. Spider sack. We need to go north. So I go north. One thing we haven't done, I want to save game. I wonder if we could, I think I need to do this from a save state situation. I don't know if, I don't have my controller on though. I don't know where it would save the save game one. Let's see what it says. I don't know what game one means. Save. I want to save. I just say save. Surely should be able to save. Want to save game? I just say save game. Oh, there it is. Okay. Mount. Uh-oh. I was afraid of this. Uh-oh. I don't know how to get to that part. Oh, look, good. Okay, good. All right, so let's see. Core options. Do we have media? Let's see. True drive emulation, virtual floppy write protect. Global work disk and device 8 will be inserted when floppy content is launched. Files director's name, vice. Wonder if that's what I need. Device 8 for sure. 644 blocks should be fine. It's a D64 file. That's pretty common. Or file system. We're going to try D64 since that's pretty common. Drive emulation. I'm not sure if this will make any difference whatsoever. I'm about to find out though, right? Here's disk control. What does that do? Get current disk. Select a new disk. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Do anything. If we eject the disk, it should be fine though, right? So we create a new disk. If we eject the disk, load new disk. Oh, that's not going to be any good. We're going to need a blank disk. Oh, that's going to be bad. Oh, well, I guess we're just screwed. Okay, we're just screwed. But anybody got any ideas? RAM changing while running. Oh no, changing while running resets the system. That's no good. We got some Jiffy DOS, which is good. Yeah, Jiffy DOS. You'd have a little chip you would put in your 64 as well as your 1541. Read Vice. This first found Vice reset type. Or PAL. Hey PAL. Oh, that's the system. I wonder if definitely should be an NTSC. It's fine. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. But anybody got any ideas? Anybody a Vice expert out there? Loads much slower, but some games need it. Hard for Vice. Floppy write protect. Easy. Global work disk. Work disk and device 8 will not be inserted when floppy content is launched. It will not be inserted. Okay, so maybe I need to be device 9. I wonder if it knows. Let's try file system 9. Oh, poopy. Nah, poopy. Poopy pants. Yeah, it's worth a try. All right. Try device system 8 just for funsies. I don't understand exactly what that's supposed to be. Am I supposed to type yeah or anything like that? I don't guess so. I was thinking every once in a while, it's like going, I want to do something. Let's try it in. Or that seems like it'd be the most compatible. Uncommon to have second 1541. So I mean, work. No, to the rate they were not the most intuitive. MagDoc says 616 universe is the web fluid one. Thank you, 616. That's it. So we must be in 616. No. Yeah, we must be in 616. That makes sense. Happens to be eject disk. Let's find out. Frank, insert disk. Choose current disk from a list of available images. What if we just, okay, close virtual disk tray. Let's see what happens. Nope. How about if we went to 8 now that we've done that? And then after that, we're just going to give up. We'll just give up. Bunch of quitters. You bunch of quitters. What is up, Taz? This resubbed. Oh, no. I didn't realize we were in ad mode. That's fine. You guys who are watching ads aren't missing anything. Matter of fact, it might be more entertaining than watching me try to figure out how to get the mount save disk. All right, I give up. I don't know what to do there. I mean, I'm just do some reading for later on, I suppose. But that's okay because we kind of jump started anyway. I kind of went in a different direction just because I knew it was available. That is not how I would have played it anyway back in the day. So that's fine. So we'll run in a different direction. We now know where the fluid is and that kind of stuff, so we can run fast through that. We're not going to do it first. We'll go explore the place that we were launched to begin with, because I know there's some characters there, including Madam Web. So that'll work out. By the time we get past this screen, our Twitch followers will be through with their ad. Hey, am I the only one that played Questprobe games back in 1984 on any of my 8-bit gaming systems? How about you? Greg for Walkman is here. How's it going, Greg? Did you see Avengers Assemble? Taz, 46 months, baby. I believe that Mysterio... You're not wrong. Mag, you're not wrong. We saw Mysterio, and then Mysterio things started happening, but actually I did it because I tried to save the game. Oh, what a foolish man am I. What a foolish man am I. Don't worry, we didn't go anywhere. We realized you were at ad break. Catch you up on what's happening. Mysterio showed up. I got nervous. We got some chemical fluid probably for our shooters. We learned that 616 is the universe where the web fluid is. and then we tried to do a game save, and apparently the core doesn't know how to save it. Not the podcast. This core, Vice core, lib Vice 64 didn't know what to do with it. So we basically had to crash the game out, and we're just going to explore the floor that we were dropped on, and keep in mind that we know where the web fluid is now. So that's good. Got to do my scroll lock so that I can get in there. And I go south. If you're playing these text adventures on lizards, on like RetroArch or anything, one of the things that really gets confusing is, especially with Commodore 64 games, you're going to need to hit your scroll lock. That puts you into game focus mode, on or off. You want it on because that gives you access to the keyboard. Otherwise, it takes your keyboard shortcuts, is almost like a gamepad, and it you won't be typing letters. You'll just be, some of the letters will type, but not all of them. Pro tip. So we went south. He's very yellow. I want to gawk. Let's gawk for a minute. I want to say something witty like Spider-Man. I don't know how to gawk something. I want to look, though. Let's just take a look. I'm in a small, deserted office. Obviously not deserted. I see a big, giant lizard man right in front of me. It looks to have been abandoned, and all office furniture was removed. Small window out of which I can see the sky. Oh, and by the way, I see here lizard. Not lizard man. I see an exit north. So it's not lizard man, it's just lizard. Man, his crotch is in full display. Once again, another weird line for a crotch. I don't know what they were doing, but I do give them mad props for drawing something that at least resembles a Marvel villain in their 8-bit computer. Good job. We're going to go north. No save run. So the Wraith, that would definitely be a fun thing, wouldn't it? No save run. We're just gonna go the whole way. You know what I mean? Yeah, screw that. Looks like, but it's a short game, and on top of that, early text adventures were built with the idea that you're gonna screw up, and because the game engines weren't capable of taking in consideration very complex game loop, so they would assume you were going to fail, and they leaned into it, like King's Quest and like Sierra games and stuff. It's like, oh well, you're definitely going to fail, and so we're going to make it fun, or at least make you understand that a failed run happens and you just have to start over. It's fine. It's fine. That's just the nature of the beast. So, you learn stuff. You go back. My spider, since it's tingles, someone says, ouch. Is it a baby? Is this baby Sandman? I don't know. Let's take a look. Mag says, yes, just lizard. Confirmed. I could have swore he was lizard man, but I guess it is lizard. Or is it not the lizard? It would be the lizard, right? It's surely not just lizard. It's got to be the lizard. I'm in a small deserted office. It looks to have been abandoned. This seems to be all the flavor text for all of these. And all office furniture is removed. I don't need this part. There's a small window out of which I can see the sky. And I see here a crib. Sand all over the floor. Sandman. I see an exit east. My spidey senses tingles. Someone says, ouch. Let's go crib. Welcome to my crib. Thinking about it. 1541 in. Oh, holy Moses. Okay, I'm at the crib. My spider sense tingles. Sand becomes Sandman. That's right. That's right. The lizard. He was Peter's science teacher, and we did see that in one. Was it The Amazing Spider-Man that we got to see the lizard? I got to do a watch through. It's been so long. It's been so long. Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield, my favorite Spider-Man. Fight me. He gets everywhere. He's so big. Look how big he is. He's a giant. I love it. I want to pound sand. What do you think about that? You think that'll pound sand? Let's see if that does anything. I don't know how to pound something. Try again. How about, was this Warforged? Just resubscribed for 5 months. Thank you, Warforged. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Thursday, Friday. We're playing some seriously old school games here. We're playing 8-bit, no music, no, just a beep and some text and some amazing for the time illustrations. Warp turned 50 last Sunday. Congratulations on half a century. Good job. I'm in the 50s club with you now. Yeah, baby, bring it on. Who's 50? I ain't 50. What you talking about? Yeah, but I'm holding up pretty good, right? I mean, right? Paul Rudd's 55. All right, there we go. Just learned that today. I want you to punch Sandman. Let's be direct here. I was thinking about it. I exert my spider strength. I hit him, and I do no damage. Oh, well. Well, there you go. Yes, happy belated birthday to Warforged. Welcome in, and congratulations on making it to the 50s. Yeah. Happy half-century orbits of soul, says the Wraith. Nailed it. Look at you nailing it. Let's go back east. We're gonna dedicate this one to Warforge's birthday. Let's go east again. I already went east one time. Let's go east again. And this may be the elevator. Okay, so it's the elevator. So let's go back west, and then we'll go north and see what's that way. Now, I happen to know by reading and from my playthrough of the Hulk that I believe the next door down on the left is where the biogem is. And that's important to the story of Questprobe. So the story is this. There's an alien planet. There's an alien planet. And they're basically a bunch of pacifists because they haven't had any war in a very long time. There's an alien invasion force coming. And they've watched planet after planet be destroyed in their galaxy. And they're up next. And they have to make a decision. So they have a discussion about what should they do, because no one knows how to war. They don't even know how to even mentally prepare to battle. And so one guy stands up and he's like, I'll do it. And so he takes on the mantle. And so he gets yelled at a lot, but he's like, fine, whatever, I gotta save our planet. So he goes to Earth, where he's heard stories of superhumans, and he is going there to probe. He's on a quest to probe, and he has a big, giant, monolith-looking rectangle he takes, and he tries to get the superheroes to jump through it, because that's the probe part. So he already probed the Hulk in the first issue of Questprobe, and basically making a computer emulation of the hero. So that's what we're doing. We're taking on the role of training and learning. And I think, are we the bio egg? Are we like an AI or something? That part gets a little fuzzy. Taz, these stories were specifically made for the Questprobe series, and they're outside the canon of the stories of regular Marvel. So this is kind of an experiment. Marvel approached Scott Adams of Adventure International, is that right? A Florida-based company, and did text adventure games, and they wanted a game. And so that's what they did. He was a big fan of Marvel, Scott Adams, and so they all got together and they made this. He worked with some artists and story writers at Marvel, and they sent out these. The first one they sent out the comic with the game, which is a great deal because this was a time when comics were 75 cents a piece, right? So I was reading plenty of Marvel at the time. So when I saw this game for $9.99 at my local store, I was like, hot diggity dog! I'm going to get the Hulk for $9.99, and I'm going to get a free comic. Now, I think the next two, I'm not sure. I think Europe didn't get the full comics after that, but I think US may have. But I have all three of the Questprobe attached games, of which there were supposed to be 12, but Video Game Crash stopped that. There is a X-Men magazine or X-Men comic that did not have an attached game that was in development that does explore further the Questprobe. And then there's and the story wraps up in Quasar. I don't remember Quasar or not. He was kind of a part of the Marvel intergalactic story, whereas like Nova and Guardians of the Galaxy and all that kind of stuff. So Quasar, I think, finished up the storyline of the Master Examiner. That's right. Yeah, the Examiner. Anyway, finished it up. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Warp says they said no one else is allowed to make you yell at them. They can do it because they are friends with you. That's right. Oh, MacDoc says 8 days from 60, but don't tell anyone. Hey, we not only we not going to tell anyone, we're going to celebrate it. But Warforged was in reference to earlier, which I had missed. On TMS this morning, Scott and Brian made a little pact to see what it takes to make you yell at them. That's great. They said no one else is allowed to make you yell at them. They can do it because they're friends with you. Absolutely, they're not. I would never yell at those guys. Not only in feigned frustration would I ever yell at them because they're my friends. I mean, I would never take any of that serious. Click, what's up? Click worse says the amount of loose threads in Marvel continuity that gets picked up and moved forward by the Quasar comics are unreal. Yeah, it's kind of like their little bucket, right? I was familiar with Quasar. I didn't really read Quasar. I never really read Guardians of the Galaxy either. I picked up a couple of times and I was just like, not for me. But Nova, oh dude, Nova and Nova Corps, that was my business, man. I loved those stories. Those were God, I love those cover arts too. Oh, they were so good. I was a big Nova fan. I was so excited to see like a little nod to Nova in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. That was the most exciting part for me, even if it wasn't that great. Let's go east because we don't want to go west, because I think that was my whole point behind telling you everything that I just told you. In one of the rooms is the bio egg. Not the bio egg, the bio gem. But next to the bio gem is a nettle or something. It's an egg. And basically, the bio gem is like a blank slate. And I think you're supposed to be kind of writing to it. And to keep it straight so that it doesn't like learn something and go insane, AI, it's always paired with a nettle egg and it will blow it up. So if it senses your presence, it will explode and you cannot complete the game fully. So if you don't have what it takes to secure the egg away from the gem, then you're screwed. And I've done that so many times in the Hulk. Yeah, Mark Grunwald, love that stuff. Yeah, the writer, love it. Because I got to go back and read Quasar. Like I said, I looked at a little bit, but I wasn't big except for Nova. I wasn't really big into any like the Star Jammers or any of the kind of the intergalactic stuff. I was more like, yeah, give me my local neighborhood Spider, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, give me the Spider-Mans. At least Venom, when he came, he mostly stayed on the planet, right? Weirdo alien. Did you guys have Web of Spider-Man? Did you buy the first one? I was so excited when that came out. And then when my kids broke it up, whatever. I want you to look. So another empty office space with all the baddies. Apparently, this is the. I don't know what exactly I'm into, but it looks like I'm with all the baddies, and it looks like Hydra Man peed his pants. Just saying. I'm just saying. Either that or he just came out of the aquarium. I see here Hydra Man in aquarium, and I see an exit west. So I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do with this guy. So I'm going to go back west, and then I'm going to go north. Mantlebeard, do you ever read Atari Force comic? I have, and I've got. I don't think I have any of the full size ones, but I had like little small ones that came with. They had a full size one too, right? But I have like some of the ones that were included with some of the games. I have a couple of those. Oh, very good. Oh man, Atari employed some of the best artists. The Atari art book is phenomenal. It is just insane. But it was kind of like one of the reasons why we had a video game crash here in America, because it was such a lie. We felt so lied to. You'd go out buy a game for a good chunk of money. It would have some kind of a wonderful illustration on the front, and with little to no idea of what the actual gameplay looked like or what the game looked like. That's the reason why Nintendo smartly, while trying to help America recover from the video game crash that happened in America, made cover art that looked kind of like the game. A lot of shovelware going on. You see them wonderful looking boxes and for Atari, and man. All right, so here we are. We got the Madam Web. She's all hooked up to all the things. I want to talk. What is she sitting on? What is she sitting on? Is that her baby sack? Is that her baby sack? Oh, I didn't know that. Backdock says the Quasar arm hands were in the Marvels movie. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Hando, what is going on, Hondo, the AV guy? 4 months at tier 1, been subscribed for 11 months this very minute. Thank you. Thank you, Hondo. And it's good always to see you on the Discord server, and it's always good to see you in chat. I am taking some advice from some of our community members on the Discord server. A few of them have mentioned that they wish maybe I would stream a little bit later, especially on the community event nights. So we're going to try a little adjustment. We may be doing 6:30 to 8:30 for a little bit, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then we do the community event. We'll do that at 6:30, and we'll see if that kind of aligns. I am in the Eastern time zone, which means it will still be early for coasters. I don't know if I could wait until they all got home at 5 their time, because that's like 8 my time just starting. But maybe they can at least catch part of the show if I go like to 9 or something. We'll figure it out. Of course, we got people all over the world. Beer says, like George Perez on the Sword Quest comic. Ooh, yes. Man, there's so many comics I've forgotten about. Wow. I want you to. I need to look first, I guess. I did say talk, but I don't know what it actually said. I might click through it. Another deserted office, but is there a window? Looks like I've been abandoned and all. There was a small window. Okay, so you can't see the window. I see here, Madam Web. I see an exit staff. Okay, so talk web. David knows what I'm talking about. Okay, ask me to scan. For example, scan lizard, says Madam Web. Okay, then I will do just that. Scan my lizard. Oh my, she says. What a package. Okay, this looks like some kind of formula. CaC03 plus HC1 is equal to... Oh, okay, so it's telling us that these two compounds make this other compound. So the second one's hydrochloric acid, right? And the first one must be calcium carbonate. Is that right? So we need to put those two together to defeat lizard. Does that sound right? Before Tank Girl says, "Oh, it's getting racy in here." Oh, you just got home from work. Yeah, before Tank Girl. We was just talking about how we're making a few adjustments to get, just go a little bit later, maybe start a little later. Because Audra has been working out later. So she works out, and I try to stream while she's working out. She usually works out for like an hour. But that way, that impacts the least of our social time. So it looks like we got to go get those chemicals. I'm going to avoid going to that one door, like I said, so that we don't hit the nettle. Did we go south enough? Here we go. Mag says, use science teacher stuff. Yes, science teacher stuff. That's right. Yes. Chemistry was not my fave. Science, says the Wraith. Yes. Oh, man. I was trying to find, when I was growing up, not when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it's like everybody else, probably all had small chemistry set. And I remember the chemistry set I had like little pill bottles with like the different, some of it was liquid, some of it was powder and different things. And you could do little science chemistry experiments. And man, I just love that thing. But I can't seem to find the exact one I had. I've seen a lot of even older ones than the ones I had. And I'm like, I don't know what all stuff is, but I was just I just remember those little kits and stuff. Before Tango says, noise. I get off at 7 your time. At least I'm off on Tuesday and don't miss anything. Off on Tuesday. I like that. I like to be off on Tuesday. All right, let's use our super strength and open elevator. Because we already pushed the button. That didn't work. I'm still curious about that picture on the right. I exert my spider strength. All right. And was it more east, I believe, now? So he sees a shaft. Boy, don't I know that every day. It's not a visible exit, but we can go, we can say enter shaft every time. Every time I say it. Dimly lit elevator shaft. The shaft's grimy and greasy. I see exit to the west and up. So let's go up. We know that one floor up when we first started before was where the chemicals were and Mysterio. And then he freaked us out and spooked us and we tried to save. And that did not happen. We'll have to figure that out for later. It is a very sexual game, dude. Dude, it is. Shaft. Oh, look, he's already here. Mysterio is already here. He's showed up. We're going to go west. Oh, do I need to go south? Because I think last time I went west, I went outside. Yeah, I went outside. All right, so that's too far. So we'll go back east. And then we'll go south. Tass says, I just flew southwest recently, and I keep hearing the dings at the new text appears. It does. It does sound like an air, like an airline ding, doesn't it? Oh, well, where am I supposed to go here? Let's take a look again. Do we need to go up one more? I see east. I see east. I see west. This goes. Okay, so we did go up one more then. Okay, so here we go. Enter shaft. I thought it was this floor, but I guess it wasn't. So this is, I guess, Mysterio's floor. Yeah, very airline. The only sound, and boy, we're getting lots of it. Hey, we still gotta play a little bit of the Human Torch and the Thing too. I would like to at least defeat one enemy before we exit tonight. So that's the goal anyway. Bing bing. Please fasten your seatbelts. Bing. Yeah, that's right. All right. Go south. There's some chemicals in here. So we need to get that acid. So we got to get acid. Get acid, baby. Gotta get acid. Gotta get the carbonate. Okay. And those are two things we definitely got to get right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. Carbonate. What was the other thing too? I'm assuming that these three things make the fluid as well. I bet we gotta. Oh, I wonder if our web fluid we gotta have like sand, water, and lizard. Wizard lizard. Magdoc says Mysterio equals mirror room. Oh, you know what? Oh, interesting. You're right. I bet that's exactly right. I forgot about that. Good call, because that was the floor with the mirror, right? Smart. Look at you. Exotic powders. So let's get powders, whatever that is. How? No. Okay, oh my God. Powders. I wonder if they're BC good powders. BC, was it goody powders? They're so goody. Let's go southy. Now we got to find someplace. No, we got to go north. We got to find someplace to mix these, right? Can we just say mix? I'm assuming we had to have like some kind of. I'm assuming we got to have some kind of lab or something, right? We can't just do it in the hall, right? Can we? Mm-hmm. Wizard snot is but for tank girl. Right. What do you guys listen to when you're playing text adventures? And then look, it's the Riddler. Who is this? He's the ringmaster. Is this the ringmaster? I think it's the ringmaster. It's the ringmaster, right? All right, let's see. Let's take a look. He's in a lab though, right? He's got all his computer stuff. I'm in a computer lab, which isn't totally empty of equipment. Is it? Oh, that is funny. So I mean, every other room has said is, and this says isn't totally empty of equipment. And I see here ringmaster, a knob. They should have put a period right there. Ringmaster, a knob. There you go. In the wall, I see a knob in the wall. I see an exit east. Well, we've already gone shaft, so we might as well grab knob. Boy, this game is questionable. Nice. Keeping it clean here. In the Commodore 64. Poor Tank Girl says if they can make meth in a moving car, he can make webs in a hall, right? Don't say that in England. Don't say that in the U.S. either. So he commands me to leave, and I do because he's the ringmaster. He's got the power of suggestion, right? That's a thing. Go north. And then we'll go. Oh look! Yay! It's the chemistry lab. Spider-Man's no Peter Parker's favorite place to be. Peter Parker is a scientist. Why did he take on the job of a photojournalist? Just need to make money. And you get good pictures of himself for J. Jonah Jameson. Okay. I want you to mix acid and what if I just? It's not. Will it take that many words? I think it's still. Are we still in the 2-word? And can we use a conjunction? Carbonate. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'm in a chem lab, which oddly enough has no chemicals in it, but appears to be ready for business in all other respects. And I see here calcium chloride. Oh. Do I need the calcium chloride? Wait a minute. I can't remember the formula. Oh, wait. It made it. Okay. Oh, so it wasn't already there. I made it. Look at me and us. Look at us being scientists. Playing pretty good Peter Parker. Should we have taken off our Spider-Man costume for that? I feel like you wouldn't want to accidentally, get chemicals on your Spider-Man. Take a look again. Exotic powder. Cocaine. Right before Tank Girl. So let's get the chloride. Chloride. And chloride is going to do... I didn't spell right. Chloride. Chloride. Enter. Oh, yeah, look at you, Cold Cash. Spell it all in. Just give them the... Oh, no. I don't know how to chloride. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What happens if I do give it the CaC12? What if I do that? Did I not spell chloride right? Get chloride. Did I not put get last time? Just put chloride, and it's like, I don't know how to chloride. Shake Buster, what is going on? How's it going? Quick, what's calcium chloride? What's the common name for calcium chloride? And how are we going to use that on the lizard? MacDoc says, if I remember right, Lizard drank a potion to regenerate a severed arm, but instead turned into a lizard. I think you're right. Because he was supposed to be friends with Peter Parker, right? They were friends and colleagues or something. If I remember the story correctly, my God, there's been so many Spider-Man stories. Jank, I'm holding up all right, my friend. We're just doing a little text adventuring tonight, revisiting some games from my childhood. Drain the lizard. Do it. All right, let's go south, right? I believe that's what we did. This hall's shorter than the other. These floors are weird. Floors are very weird. Yeah, because the downstairs on the first floor, when we come in, we have 1, 3, 5, 6 rooms. Well, not rooms. We have 5 rooms, 1 elevator shaft. And this one, we only have 3 rooms and an elevator shaft. On the second floor, we have a window and Mysterio wandering around and Mirror World, apparently. All right. Can we go more north though? Let's we'll say we got the knob here. And we need to, oh my gosh, enter shaft. I guess I could just say go shaft. I don't have to type enter. How formal. Let's go north. Let's see how high this rise goes. Oh, north isn't a visible exit. I can't do that yet. Okay, interesting. So let's see. There's not like an east, is there? There's just up and down. It says up. I see exits to the west, up and down. But I said up, and it said no. Go up. So it's an exit. Oh, okay, something's stopping me. Look up, dummy. Okay, I see the elevator bottom. Oh, so the elevator is blocking the next area. That's the reason why. Can we shimmy past the elevator? Can we pull the elevator? Can we enter elevator? Like, but we're on the bottom of it, right? The bottom of it. There's not like a emergency move elevator with my spider strength. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do our strength. We're gonna do the strength. What happens? Oh, we didn't say it moved it, but can we go up now? Sometimes that's how this game works. Ah, there you go. I don't know where I moved the elevator to, but there you go. Good enough. I wonder what was outside that was stopping me. Can I do that? Right before Tank Girl? I don't know. Yeah, MacDoc. I have only watched a couple of episodes of Severance, but it totally does look like the office building where the Severance TV show is. Yeah. Wonder if there's a goat room. Now, I know there's a goat story. I don't know what about it, but yeah. Interesting. I got to go back. I got to go check it out. Twitch is trying to make us do an ad. I'm going to snooze it. I'm going to snooze it for another 5 minutes so we don't have to deal with that, because I would like to finish up at least beating up Sandman and then maybe get into the thing. All right, let's go west. All right, we're going west. This must be the penthouse. Oh, look, it is the penthouse suite. All right. Who's that over there on the wall? Whose picture is that over there on the wall? No wonder there's all these bad people in here. Thank J. Jonah Jameson. Everything. All right, clock says it is 7 o'clock. Is that right? There's not enough dots for a clock. Look. J. Jonah Jameson living in the penthouse. Doesn't pay me enough to take pictures. Poor Tank Girl says, George Bush portrait? Maybe? I'm in a luxury penthouse, which is in top-notch condition, unlike the shoddy carpet below. And I see here an open shaft, a thermostat, a desk, a couch, a painting, a clock. Okay, desk, couch, a painting, a clock. I see an exit east. All right. Look, couch. I want to say search. I should have said search couch. What do you think? Let's see if we type search couch. Let's see if he left any coins in there. Okay, I see another special. Bull. All right. Look, clock. Okay, I see 66 moves used. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so 60 we've typed in 66 movement commands. MacDoc says there's something behind the painting. That's a good question. So let's say let's see if it gives it let's just do a remove painting. That's a good suggestion here. The penthouse. Exert my spider strength. I found and got a torn piece of paper. Oh, we got some paper now. What is? Let's look again. The wallpaper. What did we get there? Open shaft, thermostat, a desk, a couch, a torn painting. Do I need to keep it, or is that my inventory already? So clock tells us how many moves. That's interesting for whatever reason. Torn painting. I screwed that up. Couch. Sit couch maybe. A desk and thermostat. So we probably need to search desk. The examiner had something on his desk when we did that the first time. I haven't seen any gems yet. Have you guys seen any gems? I thought that was part of this game too. Nothing special. Okay. Let's see. Sit. Make sure I spell that right. Sit couch. Okay, I'm sitting on a couch. I love how comfy he looks. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love it. All right. All right. That needs a screen capture. I gotta screenshot that one. That one makes me happy. All right, there we go. All right, got that. Okay, I'm sitting on a couch. Why does he look so bored? Oh, look, couch, when you're sitting here. Let's just see if we can look. Just chilling, baby. Just chilling. I'm sitting on a couch. Look, cushions. No, what? I don't know how to cushions. Probably is what it's gonna say. Remove cushions. I don't think this text parser is smart enough to know any of this. Check for cash. That's I was kind of hoping. Look for change. Oh, hey, hey, look, sitting on a couch. Sitting on a couch. Sorry, I can't. All right. Oh, I'm sitting on a couch. I can't look. Okay. 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 Let's see. Get up, fool. All right. Let's see if it changes the screen here. All right, there we go. Look, search. What did I say? Look, change. Look, thermostat. I don't think we have a smart. I should have said lift couch. I bet it's set at 71. Now, for expediency, I did read through the walkthrough, and I do remember there being a mention of the thermostat, and I do remember that in order to beat Hydro Man, you have to freeze him, and you have to set the thermostat to freezing or below. So if this is US measurement, so I'm assuming I've read something about 30, I would assume 32 is the freezing point, but let's just go 31 just to make sure. So set thermostat 31. Which would anger any father. I don't know what 31 means. Try again. Maybe I typed in too much stuff. Set thermostat, and maybe it'll prompt me for what I should set it to. Raise or lower. We're gonna lower. Oh, lower. Oh, did I not set thermostat lower? Maybe it'll just automatically adjust it. Maybe you don't get to thermostat. Thermostat. It did a carriage return, or not a carriage, but it did a line wrap. Set thermostat lower. See if it'll take a 3-word. Raise or lower. Okay, I set it 51. Can I keep going? Okay, so maybe that's the reason why they said 51. So it dropped by 20. Dang it. That thermostat. Oh, do you have to start typing lower? I think I was lower. What did I do the first time? So this is command mode. It's white, right? Maybe I just need to type in lower. That's what I did last time. Oh. Weird. If you just don't touch anything, it does it. Okay. All right. That makes no sense whatsoever. But all right. Whatever. Chris, what is up? Chris Hindley is here. How is your Thursday or Friday? Wherever in the world you are. Going. Playing some of these text adventure games, trying to freeze Hydro Man. All right. So we got to look or take what do we decide? Look or change in couch. That's too many words. I think 2 or 3. All right, so we got the torn painting. Let's take a look at their inventory to see if that torn piece of paper means anything. I'm carrying calcium chloride, exotic powders, a torn piece of paper that we're going to roll up and suck the exotic powders into Spider-Man's nose, and then we're going to go berserk. All right. Let's go. What do we say? Go shaft. Oh, lift couch. Dang it. That was it. Lift couch. Let me go back out. I meant to do that. I want to try that. I feel like there's got to be something there, right? Okay, go west. All right. Lift couch. Here we go. Let's see. Here it comes. I feel something good. Something's about to happen. Oh, nothing special happens. Dadgummit. Stub toe. I don't have stub, and I don't know what toe means. Yeah, well, that's about The race says a lot of these types of games is trying to think like the devs to work out what they want you to do next, right? Search. Did I do search? I'm not sure the vocabulary. I'm not sure how big the dictionary is in this text game. I seen it special. Sometimes it'll just say that regardless. Let's see. Let's go shaft. And let's go defeat our first enemy because we've got 7 minutes and 27 seconds before our ad runs, and we want to try to get at least one baddie down before we. South isn't visible exit. I can't. What? Oh, is the elevator in the way? Is the elevator below me? Oh, down. I got to put down, not south. Okay. Fair point. Down is not necessarily south. All right, I got you. Fair point. Penthouse. Not Mysterio. Mysterio, first floor. Right? I think that's right. All right. Look now. If there's no more down, then we know we should be at the floor. Unless there's a basement. Yeah, there's only up. All right. Go west. Everybody fasten your seatbelts as we go southwest. We now need to go south? Oh, right. We need to go west then first, and then we need to go south. So still the question is, how do we use our chemical? Let's find out. We're gonna get in here to the lizard. And we're going to use, make sure I got the right stuff here. I got stuff in my inventory. I'm carrying calcium chloride. Throw calcium chloride or just chloride? Oh, calcium. Just spell it quicker and easy. Throw calcium. Hope this works. I leave calcium. No, no, no. Get calcium. Hopefully lizard won't stop me. Okay, all right. Use calcium for strong bones and body. Use may not be the first word of your command. Oh, I want to throw calcium at lizard. Okay, I tried him out. Yes, I'm in a small deserted office. It looks to have been abandoned and all office furniture, blah, blah, blah. And I see here a sleeping Doc Connors. Yeah, look, he's out. He's not a lizard anymore. I see an exit north. I want to look again, though. I thought he was supposed to leave a gem or something. Sleeping Doc Connors. Search. Or look. Doc. Look, Doc. I found a gem. Yes. All right. Is that in my inventory? Do I have to get gem? I found it, but do I have to get it? All right. I'm carrying a gem. All right. We got our first gem. Woot. Look at that. We got our first one. All right. So now let's go north. Steel wallet. I love it. All right. Let's go west, young man, young Spider-Man. And let's see if we have frozen up. Nope. No, I think I remember this one too. So climb ceiling so we don't step on Mr. Sandman. And we're gonna steal his baby. Oh, no, he's up. He's up. Okay, my spider senses tingles. Sandman becomes sand. Okay, weird. All right. Go crib, because he can't reach me up here. He's not that tall, right? He's okay, I'm at the crib. All right, look inside crib. Look what we see in here. Baby threw up, right? Which I see. Sky, I see. I'm in the ceiling, a crib. I see an exit. Okay, so look crib. Look crib. It's so funny how you can. Oh, I see formula. Okay, so let's take the formula. Take formula. Sorry about your child, Sandman. I don't know why. Sorry, Sandman won't let me. Oh, okay, interesting. Let's go out and stay on the ceiling, and maybe that'll do it. Maybe if we go out and we stay on the ceiling, gotta use your imagination. Oh, wait. Is it still east and west if I'm upside down? Oh, yeah. Right. So this time, hopefully, we're going to feed his baby. All right. So this time, so we had to leave the room, come back in, and then get formula. Let's just see if it knows that we know that we want the formula. Okay, so we got it. All right. So do we need to pour formula on him? What do you drink formula? Mmm, yummy. I'm not sure about what we're supposed to do with that now, so we'll probably have to go ask. We'll have to ask Madam Webb to give us another hint. We'll have to ask her. Is it? We have to go north and then east. I think. All right. I think so. God, I hope I'm still doing it the right way. Oh no, okay. It flips over every time you move. That's funny. Like we don't have the animation for upside down. Sorry, buddy. Can you just talk to Sandman, right? Hey, man, hey, you can. And he tells you to get out. I did that before. All right. So if I remember correctly from the walkthrough that I read through, we need to get this aquarium and take it out of here because we either got to get him out or got to get the aquarium out because if we turn the thermostat back on, he's just going to be standing over top again. So we got to separate the two some way or another. Can I push him out the window? That would be ideal. Okay, I've got an ice block. Okay, so maybe I just should have said ice block. Okay. So we want to go west. And so we've solved some of it. I don't know how in the crap we're carrying around an ice block. I guess whatever. All right, so let's go ask Miss Webb. And she can appreciate the fact we're climbing the ceiling. By the way, we got 16 seconds before we're going to ad break, and that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and stop here for just a second while you guys over on Twitch enjoy your ad break, so we can keep from the ads that are pre-rolls. And we'll be back just in a second. And sometimes they go straight to ad break, and sometimes it just says ad starting soon. So you may still be around for another couple seconds, but that's okay. Give us the time to talk a little bit because we are going to fire. Do I want to play the Human Torch and the Thing on the Spectrum? Is that where I want to do it? Or do I want to, because I want to play this one too. I don't know how far I'll get, but I'm interested in playing this one as well. And these are the Questprobe. This is number 3. And if you did not know, it's Big Time Baseball Honeycomb. Yeah. Open the special panel and play Post Honeycomb Big Time Baseball. Win big time prizes. You may win one of 10 Panasonic 40-inch big screen holy hammer time. One of 40-inch big screen TV with a remote control of VCRs. Holy, that is huge. You got to remember, you're not talking about modern TVs. We're talking about what year is this? I'm assuming November 30th, 1986 is requests have got to be made by. So sometime before then, this game came out in 84. So I'm assuming that's when. But holy, the comic seems to be in reasonable condition. It's not bad. Didn't pay too much for this. You can get the whole series, all 3 for, around $20 or so. But yeah, I've enjoyed my time with this comic. I've read it. I'm waiting my other 2 to arrive, and I'm pretty excited. Also got a free G.I. Joe and a baseball card. So a little baseball card in there. Anybody know this guy from Upper Deck? I don't know this guy. Who is that? Butthole McGillicuddy. I don't know. I never partook in the baseballs, but that's just why I had to have that. That one came with it. So, that's not what I wanted, but it did. But let's take a look real quick at an ad that makes me laugh. By the way, that's the giant portal, the Questprobe portal, the namesake of this particular storyline. Look at this. Look at that. Bonkers fruit candy bonks you out of this world with a robot watch. Oh, I need me one of those. Hey, it's only for only $3.95 in 3 bonkers labels. You need all of them. Bubba McGee says before Tank Girl, you nailed it. Let's take a look here. Here's the one I was wanting to show you guys. So how do you say this? Fribgridgit. Am I pronouncing it, or is it Ridgit? Fribgridgit. My friend back home said he'd trade me his cloud skates for these some Reese's Reese's Pieces. You don't know how hard that is for me. There, and look at this guy. He's buff. He's fit for life. There you go. Some DP. Right, cool watch, bro. Let's see what else kind of ads we got in here. Hey, is that some? I didn't know She-Hulk was in this. What's she doing here? I don't know that. Interesting. Always a fan. Let's take a look here. The thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Mile High Comics in Denver. Remember that? You could order these online if you need your comics. Oh, look, somebody. It looks like did they highlight those two? They were interested in Cobra Kong. Maybe it's just I think it was just a print anomaly. What else we got here? Oh yeah, remember the bullpen bulletins? Remember those? Oh yeah, 4 extra comics with every subscription. Special offer. Come on, Spider-Man, help a brother out. We have prizes and caches. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about prizes and caches. Thank goodness, right? Remember that? Sell a bunch of crap, and then you get prizes. Annoy friends. Yeah, ask for Trudy. Ask for Trudy with the big old booty. Ask for her. All right. Hey, everybody's back by now, I know. All right, that's what we did. We just kind of perused the comic book there for a minute while you guys were doing the ads. Yeah, then send them a self-addressed envelope and see what comes back. All right, let's see. Let's scan. Got my screen up, right? All right, let's scan. Who do we? Sandman. Let's see what we got here. Because we took care of the lizard. Okay, you're above him, says Madam Web. All right, okay, so that was the thing. That was the hint. And just climb on the ceiling. I got you. All right, so get down. Get down, Spider-Man. Get down, get funky. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if he actually does it. Oh, there we go. Starting to make me a little nauseous. Scan. We already took care of Lizard. We took care of Block Boy. Let's just see what it said about. Let's see what the Hydra Man hint would have been, because it would have led us to Hydra Man. Hydro Dash Man. Oh, not Plus Man. Dash Man. Oh no. Am I hitting? Oh, that's right, because it's assuming I got. Oh, I wonder if it'll just let me do it that with no hyphen. I'm on. Scan Hydro. Let's just do that. Maybe it'll short it for us. Okay, solid. Okay, solid, says Madam Web. So that was her hint. Need to freeze him solid. I got you. Okay, so there you go. There you go. But we need to see what we need about. We need to scan. Ringmaster and Mysterio. Give us some data. That future is hidden, says, okay, well, that's good, because that's the end game, I'm assuming. All right. Scan Mysterio. Okay, it maps odd. Was that from the paper or something? Scan Jonah? Like that? And Penthouse. Maybe I should have said that. And Penthouse. That future is hidden. Okay. Scan me. Ha ha ha. Oh, that future's hidden too. Fine. Scan Madam Web. What does that say? That future's hidden. Oh, fine. Thank you. What is Madam Web's power again? She sees the future or something, says Mantelbeard. I think it's in that vein, right? Jay Maddox, what's going on? How's it going? Interesting choice that the game wasn't just titled Spider-Man. Well, the Questprobe featuring Spider-Man, it was the whole Questprobe thing. Yeah, everybody got a Questprobe game, X-Men 2, but then it failed. It'll be 12 issues of probing different superheroes, and it just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. I don't think we're gonna get to the end game on this one, so I think we're kind of at. We've seen some pretty cool stuff, right? I kind of know where the game goes. Spider-Man, the text adventure game from late '84, I think, from the Questprobe series, from Scott Adams' Adventures International, I believe, and I think we could finish probably. Let's take a look at the. So let's go ahead and blow it up. So we go south. We go west. We'll go into where I told you we didn't want to go, which is where the egg is. We don't have any fluid. I don't know if I want to go up 2 floors just to make some fluid, because we have the Human Torch and thing. So here's the bio gym. I want to eat egg, which is what the Hulk did in the first one. And I don't think Spider-Man can actually do that. I can't do that yet. If I leave the room, it will explode, I believe. Or if I try to get bio gem, I think it will also explode. If I do anything, I sense a small explosion. Egg explodes. I'm dead. I'm in limbo and I see her sign. I see an exit down. Let's just make sure it didn't give us the bio gem. I don't think it is. Exotic powder is torn piece of paper, a formula, and ice block. Yeah. It's very much the same kind of little a little stairway to heaven thing, just like in the Hulk. I should sit down. My bad. Look, Jesus. But that's kind of that. Let's fire up the Spectrum real quick over here, and we're gonna take a look at the Human Torch and the Thing version, which has switchable characters. So what do you guys think about these text adventures? What is your take? It's been kind of all over the place with viewership. I've seen high numbers. I've seen numbers that suddenly drop. Like, is it the lack of music that's off-putting to some people? Is it just the boring ass text adventures that no one wants to play anymore? I don't know. All right, so look, hey, here we are. We've got our Spectrum. Let's take a look at that top cam. This is the Spectrum. It is a modern reproduction of a classic that you would have found more in the Europe region, probably. Not too many people had something like this in the U.S. We did have the Timex Sinclair, which was close to this. That was basically a Z81, which was a monochrome system, but had this form factor, small. You can tell how big it is here. Pretty small in comparison. Has rubber keys, a little bit of pain to type on, but did have all these little shortcuts for common commands like load, list, run, and so forth. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not great. No one was like, I gotta have one of those. But also, I ordered from Retro Games, who's working on a Amiga version right now, modern Amiga, full size Amiga. Because I already got the A500, which is the small one, but I think they're coming up with a 1000 or whatever full size, like the Commodore one I have, 64. And anyway, you could find controllers similar to this for the Amiga, and you could use those on different systems. And so this is one of the ones that I chose with this particular system. Comes with games already preloaded, but I have some as well, so I added them. I'm gonna take a look here real quick. Here's your little music. There's your little menu screen music, and it goes to a carousel section. Let's look at the carousel real quick. I always like to, if I get a chance to show this off, I will. It's got all your little Spectrum games there, color, but still, small, just basic stuff. School days. Got little effects and stuff. Switch to classic mode. So your classic mode just looks like this. Old school type of Spectrum action, right? let's get to our media select. Our Z80. And we're going to go down to Questprobe 3, the last one that was released. 1985. I'll load that bad boy. Much faster than you would ever experience. And the reason why I decided to do the Spectrum is it actually has more color than the Commodore 64 version. Commodore 64 version is kind of not as great. Jay Maddox says, that's an impressive number of cameras. Are they all mirrorless? Jay Maddox. So let's see. Let's see. The rear cam, that's a mirrorless. The top cam is an Insta360, so it's a modern little webcam essentially. We got our 3D printer, also a webcam that's out in the garage. It's not printing anything currently. We already went the rear cam. Then we got this. This is actually an iPhone 12. No, it's iPhone 16. iPhone 16 running on NDI, which is the all that you know what I'm but yeah, we got cameras everywhere, and then of course we do have this one, which is my primary camera, and this one is a mirrorless as well. So in review, mirrorless front cam running through CamLink, and then mirrorless camera, both Sony A6s, and this one is it's aperture preferred. So it has like this nice little blurring effect around the edges, so I can really focus in on stuff. And then my CamLink is a nice portrait camera that has a nice low light response, 1.8, I believe. So there you go. So that's the stuff I do, Shave Maddox. That's the things I do. And this here is just a capture card. Hey, we like to do stuff, man, and we like to make it as good as we can. Yeah. Spider Jesus says before Tech Girl earlier when we went to heaven, they get frustrating when you can't get past an action. Absolutely. Taz says, is it just the boring ass text adventure that no one wants to play anymore? Says the Brian. That's me. All right. But these are, these mean something to me. I was a huge Marvel fan at the time. I was starting to explore 8-bit computers. What an exciting time it was. My VIC-20 was the first computer I had. Didn't have it too long before I got the Commodore 64. And man, 8-bit life, baby. I was having a time. I was obsessed with computers. All my friends had computers, but they were all family computers. So they all resided in the living room or the family area, and they had access to the computers. My computer was my computer. It was in my room, and I was the only one interested in it, and I computed it. So I would get in there, would type in games, Commodore, the VIC-20 and the Commodore 64. I'd get magazines, and you have type in games where you'd look at the magazine, have all the program laid out, and you type it in. You had some kind of media to save it on, like a floppy disk, like a 1541, or maybe a cassette drive where you could record it. Have both of those. You save it. But a lot of the games were simple, sprite-based on-screen games or text adventures. And this was a game you could go to the store, your Sky City, your Kmart, your whatever your little local TGNY, Roses, any of those places. That's a lot of U.S. stores, by the way, retail stores that existed before Walmart came along and ruined everything. And you would find the Hulk for $9.99 or this game, and you would take it home and you'd load it up, and you could see the comic characters come to life on your TV. It was so exciting. It's pretty arcane now, but what you gotta do? Taz says this genre kind of got a resurgence with the Telltale games. True story. The Walking Dead was, oh yeah, I really like that Walking Dead one. Because it's a mix between text adventure, but also giving you visual stills. Also, the thing only has 3 fingers. Is that a thing? Pun intended. I thought he just always held his 2 fingers in the middle together. If I remember the artwork. But somebody, it looks more like he's dead. He's like he's moaning. Yeah, Yeah, For Tango confirms I had to share the C64 with my dad, right? A lot of people did. I felt very fortunate to have unfettered access to an 8-bit computer. And I work in the IT field now because I started programming when essentially I was 11 or 12, which is when this game came out. And I just never stopped having a passion for computers. Yeah, he only had 3 fingers. But am I not remembering that correct? Like, it was always thicker in the middle. Maybe that was just an artistic interpretation for some people. Some artists are probably like, I'm going to draw. There needs to be 2 fingers in the middle. I thought these two were like welded together, or what's the word I'm looking for? Basically merged together. MacDoc says 3 fat fingers. AI hand. Total AI hand. All right, let's get this game started. So, nice intro screen. Gets a little bit better every time they release one of these. We only got 3. We were going to do 12, but that's fine. Look at this. Do you want to restore a save game? No. It's getting a little slicker, right? Everything's getting a little slicker. Look at this. He's looking pretty good. This looks better than the Commodore 64 version. I'm in a small office, and I see here Chief Examiner. That hasn't been true. Up until this point, all the Commodore 64 versions of these games have looked better, in my opinion. But I got to say, the Spectrum here, I don't know if this is a release later or something, but it looks good. Our text parser starts with, I want you to, once again. No qualifier, no Spider-Man at the front, no thing. So he's speaking to us. So we want to, us the gamer. And, oh, geez, I got to talk. All right. And to delete, you got to hold your shift and go, oh, you know what I want to do? Get my 3D printer. You can't see the top cam. That. So I've got my shift and my delete here. So you can't just hit the delete button if you goof up. Space bar is right here. Talk. Let's just hit talk. Let's just see what it does. One person. Okay, Chief Examiner says, in this test 3, you must free Alicia Masters from Dr. Doom. He's one of my characters. I mean, I liked Magneto okay in the X-Men. I like his turns and everything, but Dr. Doom? Love me some Dr. Doom. Alicia Masters, wasn't she originally Johnny Storm's girlfriend? Am I remembering it incorrectly? Did she eventually become Thing's girlfriend? Because isn't that a thing? I can't do it. There's just too many things. You'll have to master the powers of 2 Marvel superheroes. Trademark. Trademark on that. All right. To switch your point of view, type switch. Good luck. What if I type switch too? Press any key to continue. There's the any key. Yeah, this is way better than the Commodore 64 version. We'll take a look at it just so you can compare it. Valley surrounded by hills, and I see here a, wow, a, why is it A capitalized? A giant tar pit, a shack. I can go east. Must free Alicia Masters from Dr. Doom. Oh, we got our bigger story down at the bottom. Oh, wait. Oh, it says, so down at the bottom it says Human Torch. I want to. Look. It's odd because I thought you started out as the Thing. This one's saying I started out as Human Torch. Interesting. MacDoc confirms, yes, Thing's girlfriend first, then Johnny's later. Also, she is blind. Right. Yeah, she's blind. Which is that was the whole storyline, right? Because the Thing was self-conscious about being the Thing because he was kind of, rugged and handsome, and then he got zapped by the gamma. Is it gamma radiation still? Is that what we still talking about, gamma radiation? And it happened out in space when we were scared of space. Ooh, go to space, you get radiation, you turn into the Thing. But yeah, that was the thing. She was blind, so he was able to find love. I thought that was backwards. Okay. Maddox says, makes a lot of sense from a drawing perspective to have one less finger, especially with it being big fat right. but not sure how they explain Ben Grimm's losing appendages. Because he would occasionally turn back into Ben Grimm, and he would definitely notice if he was missing a finger. But I think I remember seeing in the comics before that I've seen probably artists having the same question I had. Why's he got 3 fingers? Not well explained, so I'm just going to pretend, oh, hi, Avian, what's up? So I want to switch because I need to, I did read the walkthrough on this one as well. And I'm the thing now. Thing, I want you to. Okay, so thank goodness I read the walkthrough. You need a hint book for all of these games. You'll never do it on your own. Well, I see people all the time post on Reddit, after 20 years, I finally finished one of these Questprobe games because they tried to do it without a hint book or anything else or walkthroughs. And you're just going to, you're never going to get it because it's just so obscure. So the thing I know needs to hold his breath. He can't get out of the tar pit. There's just no way. So he's got to sink through the tar pit. So once you tell thing to hold breath, he'll be fine. It's going to take him a while to go through the pit and be able to escape, but that's what's going to happen. So now we can just switch back. We could do one of two things. We could actually do, there's actually, I'm about to show you. Wait. I will show you actually now before. Ain't that word? Actually. So let's take let's take a look, because I think Thing is wearing the watch, or is Johnny wearing the watch? Johnny must be wearing the watch. Okay, so we'll just switch. Remember how we in Spider-Man we saw, it also helps to play these games in order. Spider-Man, we saw he found the clock and it told us our number of moves. This is important because the Thing is going to sink into the tar pit over a set amount of moves. So we can either sit in there with Thing and make him do the same moves over and over again, or we can do a wait. So we're going to look. I think, how do I know to look watch? They tell you in the game. I just know that there's, all right, so I looked to watch. Maybe Thing has one as well. Philly Coathound is here. What is up? Always a hint book. And boy, let me see. Did they advertise it in this one? I don't think they advertised it in this one. But Scott Adams was definitely saying, order the hint book. You'll never make it, because that's how you made your money, right? You sold, you signed up with a company. You developed a game in conjunction. You shared those profits, and then you wrote a hint book, and you sold that for pure profit. Makes sense. All right, so there's a couple things going on here. Human Torch is 100% rested, which is important because there's actually this game engine. Believe it or not, this is a game engine. Has the ability to look at your fatigue, and that's important because we're actually finally going to get to use powers more than wall crawling and opening elevators. We're going to get to fly. Johnny Storm. So flame on. Human Torch, I want you to go to Love Shack. Go Shack. Look how efficient this keyboard is. Can I QWERTY? Can I even? I guess you could do some home keys. Man, that would be rough though, because it's so hard to, you need an index finger to make the pressure on those things. Eat tar pit, says the Wraith. That would have been great. That's what I should have done. Yeah, there you go. What a revolting development this is. It's clobbering time, MagDoc. It's clobbering time. ABS says, thanks, Brian. Love Shack, baby. Love Shack. It's a love. It's just little old Johnny here in the Love Shack by himself. Boy, this Love Shack has seen some action. I'm in an old shack. I see here a candle. I can go south. Well, I'm Johnny Storm, Human Torch. I got to have that candle. I'm definitely going to light it, right? Got to light that candle up. Get candle. Wonder if I put get can, if you'll know what I'm talking about. I want to get can. Beyond my power to do that. Okay, so it's expecting the full. The earlier text parsers only took the first 4 characters of a word, so you could type it all the way out, and it wouldn't matter because the text parser would ignore anything after the 4th character. All right, so we got the candle, and then can we just leave? See if it's all right. There we go. Let's flame on, and let's see what happens there. Oh, okay. Sorry. Say again. Is flame on low, high, or Nova? Oh, Nova. I don't think we're ready for Nova yet. Let's just put on a low. Let's put on a low broil. What do you think? Flame on. I used to love when Johnny would say that. Flame on. Anybody remember the original Human Torch? That Android thing? Anybody remember that thing? I mean, I didn't grow up reading it, but I do remember finding a couple of them in some bags of comics I had found, and I was like, what is this? How is the Human Torch? He's an android. He's not human. MacDog says, I want Aunt Petunia. Poor Tech Girl says, just sing Candle in the Wind. Oh, Major Cheese. Who's Johnny? You say, and you smile in that special way. Amy says, Johnny put tar pit on fire. Who here besides me genuinely believed when watching Short Circuit that actor was truly Indian? And I'm not Native American, but Indian descent. I didn't know that he had makeup on, and because I was a kid. Mayor McCheese. Me. Yeah, I enjoyed the Q4 Fantasy 4. Yes. Even confirms I was a derp. Or Tank Girl confirms I didn't know either. Yeah, so me. Everybody, right? We didn't know. No disassemble my childhood. All right, Human Torch, I want you to. Okay, so we're got our flame on, and everybody knows once you got the flame on, you're able to fly. So let's just go fly. Okay, I'm flying. Look, let's take a look now. Let's see if we get a different look. Same stuff, but now I'm flying. All right. I think we're supposed to go. Whoa, wop. I'm not supposed to say that word either. I don't think. Let's take a look again. I want to see what directions I can go into. At the top, if I had just looked, I can go east. So we can go east. I could say fly tar pit. Let's just see. Over pit. Let's just see how good this. Oh, look at this. Oh, we can see the thing's head. Would a tar pit have ripples? I'm just not sure. Avia says back to Johnny number 5. Short Circuit. It was worse. I knew plenty of actual non-Native American Indians. So you definitely should know them better. I lived in an isolated world where I lived. There was nothing but there was no Indians of any. Actually, there was Native American Indians. I want to let's look again. I'm in a tar pit and I see her thing. Get thing. Let's just do the things. I want you to. Okay, I'm flying. All right. I guess we can't do anything here. All right. Can we go west? Can we go any direction we want to? Oh no! Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! So was it because was I trying to get him? Oh no! Oh okay. Blub. Thing is sucked down. Blub. Thing is sucked down. Thing takes me along. Oh no! So since we were above the thing, Ben Grimm, in a moment of panic, grabs me by the Human Torch leg, and Human Torch drowned in a tar pit. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work out at all. Want to play again? Heck yeah, baby. Let's play again. Restore game. We didn't save it, so no sense in it. But we can move along pretty quickly. We can just talk. Press that. Go Shack. Get the candle. Go to thing. Tell him to hold his breath. And we're pretty much where we was at here. All right. Get candle. Boy, this is super easy to type on. Leave. Look at us. I looked to see if anybody did any speed running on any of these, because I think I could finish the Hulk in under 5 minutes. I didn't see where anybody has speed run these. I think I could do it. The Codehound says morbid. You would think, MacDoc, if you were to pull a flaming Johnny Storm into a pit, that it would catch fire, right? Oh, Philly Codehound says, "Why such small keyboard? This is a reproduction of the Spectrum, which was this the size it was. If you ever seen the Timex Sinclair, which was in the U.S., I'm not sure. Philly, are you? I'm assuming you're from Philly, so assuming you lived in the U.S. But I don't know if you remember the Timex Sinclair. It was also small like this because it was a Z81, which was a little less powerful machine than the Spectrum, which was mostly in European markets. We did. I believe you could access these in the U.S., but I don't think they were widely available. So yeah, these were half the price of a full size 8-bit computer. So they did a lot of smart things to make those cheaper. Compare that to a full size keyboard 8-bit computer, Commodore 64. And if you wanted a taste, that's what you would get. Now I've heard that a lot of people purchase the Spectrum. It's kind of like a test to see if they would even use a computer, which is something we do even today. Is we kind of, if there's a technology that's new, we may purchase a cheaper version of it to see if it's something we'll even use. Like we all had the Google Cardboard because it's like, hey, I want to try out VR, but I'm not going to go spend Vive money when I could just, get some cardboard, try it out. And if you liked it, maybe you did move on. So same idea, a little cheaper point of entry, and you go from there. So that's the reason why. I know, really cool. Look at that monster. That's right. That was a full size keyboard. That was like my second 8-bit computer was the Commodore 64. Fastidia says, I'm just in time for the show. It's time for the show and tell. We're playing some more text adventures. Fastidious, what do you think? We're Human Torch. We've got the candle. Thing is in the pit, so we better switch over to the thing before we make too many moves or he will go under. Switch to the thing, and then we want to hold breath. You notice that he did not drown in our previous, but he did pull down... Don't hold drown. Hold drown. Hold breath. He pulled down Johnny, and that's what kills. If either one of these dies, then the game ends. And you say, who's Johnny? Who's Johnny? You say, and you smile in that special way. You are going to switch between these two characters. Can't let that happen. Your ad is about to start. We've snoozed all of the snooze we can. We got about 3 minutes, so we're going to move around a couple of times. Then there's going to be an ad that's going to run very shortly on the Twitch. If you're on our own YouTube, you probably won't see an ad. We do have subs now, a membership on YouTube, but we haven't set them up yet. So we've got to that point. We just got to make some decisions about how we want to do it. Tex says, has anyone seen the announcement for Switch 2? We did. Tex, I did see the announcement. I'm very excited. The thing I'm most excited about, it's going to come to the Switch 1 as well, is the GameCube stuff. I'm very excited about the GameCube stuff. I'm not excited about the price on the Switch 2. I'm not shocked, but I'm also not pleased. Oh, Fastidious is replaying Ultima 4. I've got to get to the Ultimas. I got to get back to the Ultimas. We covered 1 through 3, or no, did we start at 4? Oh, which ones did we cover on Play Retro? Now I'm not sure. Hey, combined YouTube chat, which would you prefer to watch? Fastidious, either way. There's also a restream chat as well, which is how I'm reading all of your messages. They're supposed to be cross-posted too. I mean, anything that you post on Twitch is supposed to get cross-posted to YouTube and vice versa, but that may not be working. Might tell me if it's not. Yeah, not shocked or pleased either, says Tex. I'm going to get the Switch 2 eventually. I don't know if I'll get it day one. I'm probably not going to pre-order it, but yeah, you know. Fastidious, you can stay either way. We run ads on Twitch, not because it garners us anything much at all, but it does allow people who don't, have Prime, don't want to offer a Prime sub. Maybe they're doing it somewhere else. Maybe they don't want to spend any money on Twitch, but maybe they can't do it this time around. Who knows? But we do the ads so that we don't have so you don't have pre-rolls. So like if you join Twitch now, and we didn't have the set ad breaks, then you would get pre-roll ads, and you never know when anybody's watching because anybody could be in an ad. But this way, we share the ad experience so we can stop for a minute and explore the comic book. So it's kind of like bonus content during the ads on Twitch. Yeah. Oh, of course, I'll get it, Philly Codehound. I'll get it eventually. I'm going to get the Switch too. Oh, yeah, I'd love the Mario Kart world. I'd love that. Like I said, I don't know if I'll... I don't know. There you go, Fastidious. Just watch both. Just watch both. So you're seeing YouTube chat on Twitch. Boy, I can't talk, but is YouTube doing it as well? It's been a while since I looked. It says the ad's going to start in 3 seconds. I'll believe it when I see it, because sometimes it says that and it'll say starting soon. That should be the last ad of the night, I hope. Oh, yeah. Hey, Twitch stream is a bit head. It usually is. I think the default behavior for YouTube is I think the default behavior is for it to be 10 seconds, 5 seconds, something like this. There's a delay for sure. You can make it more, but I don't think you can make it less. So the ad should be starting here in a second. We've been exploring Questprobe games from the early 80s on 8-bit computers. If you had the Atari 8-bit computer, or if you had Spectrum, or if you had the Commodore 64, who else? Apple IIe. If you had one of those, you could also have been playing this. The games were fairly inexpensive, $9.99. I think some of them were $20, like the 48K versions, which are supposed to be better for the Atari, were a little more expensive, probably due to license and everything. But fairly reasonably priced, and you got a free 75-cent comic in there. So hey, can't beat that. We did look at the ad earlier. Big Time Baseball. Let's see if we got any more. You know what? I haven't looked at this G.I. Joe book, this G.I. Joe comic. I haven't looked through it to see if there is any great comic ads. Man, who would have thought that the comic ads would be the things that I would love the most? Look at this very simple, just patriotic airship on the back of this comic. Look at all that real estate, man. That they just like, yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna take that badass illustration you made of that jet, and we're gonna cover the whole backside. What do you think? Philly Codehound, take it easy, man. Be safe out there. We'll see you soon. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see. Here's some advertising right up front. They're showing us the different. They're showing us the different vehicles and kind of giving us a little read on those. I'm sure we're supposed to be excited. Wow, is this whole book nothing but just? Is this? It says Order of Battle. The official G.I. Joe. Oh, this is a G.I. Joe handbook. Oh, I thought this was just a standard comic. This is when I understand the back picture now so much. Just giving us a quick the Cobra Mamba. Oh, look at this. Yeah, here's the one. Here's some of the ones right here. These are the ones that I love. Let's take a look at these real quick. We'll get top cam on here. The Cobra Night Raven, the G.I. Joe Conquest X30. Look at that. Multi-roll. Oh, so pretty. All right, very good. That's a pretty short ad. That just went straight through, didn't it? Yeah, just like the Marvel Universe Handbook. I haven't seen any ads, so I guess that explains why it was $1.25. It's just, wow. Wouldn't you be disappointed, though, if you didn't know what this was, and you were like, oh, I'm going to get ready, read the latest G.I. Joe. Oh, what the hell is this? I'm just, retraction. Uh-oh. What is this? There's a retraction? What is this? What does that mean? The character of Rocky Balboa, codename Rocky, was incorrectly included as a member of G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joe Order of Battle issue number 2 on page 10. Rocky is not and has never been a member of G.I. Joe. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. What? So what happened here? Did someone slip through and did a smartass? I mean, that looks like a real retraction. Interesting. I'll have to go. We'll have to put a pin in that. We'll have to put a pin. I got to go read about that because that is hilarious. All right, that amuses me. Me to no end. Oh, man. Oh, war porn, says Poor Tank Girl. I like it. All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay, wait. All right. So we already switched to the thing. Hold the breath. Vacuum a torch. Let's put a flame on so we can fly a little bit. This time we will not fly over Ben Grimm, who is a terrible friend. I guess we were that good of friends anyway, right? And so was it west I could go? So I got to go east. My bad. All right, so now we're looking at, I'm in a field, and I see here Dr. Doom's castle. Looking like a fairy tale. Why does he have a troll with hairy nipples over there? I can go south, west. We just went east, right? The west would just take us back, so we need to go south. I don't guess we can go. Let's see. Can we talk? I want to talk. Okay. Doesn't really say anything. Okay. See here, Dr. Doom's castle. Let's look castle. Let's just see if that tells us any more information. If we were the Hulk, we would say lift castle. Okay. It's the blob. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I see blob blocking the entrance. Good thing it's really the blob and not just some guy. Interesting. Got blob standing out there, right? Poor Tank Girl says Fondle Castle. Avian says the comics were probably written before the tie-ins were finished. Oh, finalized. Okay. I might be Avian. Oh, yeah, even back then it was a scandal, right? There was always a scandal. Retraction. The blob is not a character in this game. Talk blob. It doesn't do anything. Flame blob. Flame blob. Let's see what happens when we've tried to flame blob. Flame blob is hard to say, by the way. Oh, it's really. Oh, it's that into button. I don't know how to do that. Okay, fine, that's fine. So I think we just need to keep going. We need to go south. I don't think we can confront the blob yet. And now as he gets smaller, now he's just a blib. He's not a blob anymore. He's just, what's that out there? It's like a blib. We can go north, south. Let's keep going down the trail. We should look at the time to see. Oh, look at here. We got a circus all of a sudden right outside Doc Doom's. That all makes sense. Let's look, watch, and see if the thing has succumbed to the pit yet. Well, we're using up some energy. We've used 16 moves. Okay. I want to I can go north. Okay, so wow, not a lot of places to go here. Fly. Hint. Uh-oh, not tempt. Hint. Tickle blob. Blob jiggles. I'm outside Latvia, and I see here a circus tent. I can go north. I want you to fly tent. Okay, I'm flying. I want you to enter the tent, which is probably a bad idea. All flamed up. Sounds like a definite fire hazard. Oh, this guy. So look. Oh, he actually doesn't look as complex as the previous one. But this is Ringmaster again, right? So he's in 2. Who's our other characters here? Got Ringmaster, got Lasso Guy, Clown Maniac, Fire Breather. I saw going to my left. We got the twinsies. Then we got Cowboy Snake Guy. And then we got, I'm assuming, is some kind of robot, maybe? Maybe a robot. Sandman? Maybe. Could be Sandman. Sandman. Circus. Oh, it's a Circus of Crime. Circus of Crime. Do I remember anything about the Circus of Crime? Anything about that? Okay, blub. I'm a blub. All right. Thing is sucked down. Oh, okay. But you notice the game did not end because we held our breath. So thing is sucked down. So that happens along the same time. So let's look at the watch to see what turn. That is okay. We got to look watch. We can't just. You know what I'm talking about. I want to watch. Look watch. Okay, so 21 moves. So around 20 moves, it looks like thing gets sucked down. So you gotta hold your breath before then. Got pushed out. Probably gonna keep happening. I guess we could. Well, let's confront them. Let's bump you. You can't tell me to leave. I'm the Johnny Storm. I'll blast. Can I blast? Is that the word? Blast Ring Master. She's probably right. I probably should blast Lasso Man instead. Okay, I don't know. Light candle. Let's go back. Let's go back north. Go north. Now that the thing is blubbed underneath the tar pit, fly blob. Let's just see what fly blob does. It's beyond my enter castle. Let's just see what it says here. I did not read through the complete walkthrough. I just kind of read the first little bit so it gets started if we needed to. Blob is blocking the entrance. Now, I do know this. We can wait in increments of 5, 10, and 15. And what that basically does is it lets us go through 15 cycles. So if we don't have anything to do and we're waiting on the thing to finish blubbing at 20 moves, I'm probably guessing that at 40 moves, he probably, oh, look at this. It just does the same thing over and over again. I wonder if I'm going to fatigue. Thing breathe. Oh, thing drowned. All right. So he can hold his breath for a good while, but apparently not more than 25. So you got to get back to thing. So once he blubs, you gotta get back over to the thing and do your thing. That makes sense. All right, it's 9:02. So, I had fun. It was great experience. I think we need to do this again. What do you guys think about text adventures? More text adventures, less text adventures? What do you think about the Questprobe series? I have a nostalgia for them, so it's kind of probably unfair. I I would always do it. I love text adventures, but I'm old, says Fastidious. Poor Tank Girl says, just don't enter Sandman. Whole other game. We should Avian, we should have totally beat up Lasso Man. I think we could have. I think that's probably. Avian says it's dark, Brian. Make a light or we get eaten by a Gru. Poor Tank Girl confirms. Great time. Thanks. Either or games don't matter as long as we're having fun. Yeah. Have you done the Infocom games? We have not covered the Infocom games yet. I don't think. I'll have to go back and look. No, thank you, Avian, for hanging out with me tonight. Now, it is Thursday night. A lot of our friends don't stream on Thursday nights. So I have trouble finding people to raid in on, and that's only really relevant to our Twitch followers. So, I can't make you YouTube people go anywhere. But I really don't think if any of our people, Bo has usually done the Cora by then. And, Jamie Whammy's on, though. Hey, that's good. She don't usually stream. She's been on for only 2 minutes. This is great. We see, she hasn't even started yet. If you're not familiar with Jamie Whammy, you should be. Also, she's a variety streamer, but she does play retro games, a lot of indie games, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a pleasure to be around. So, we kind of keep in our wholesome group. Yeah, we may drop a little language here and there. We try to keep PG-13, but for the most part, we kind of keep it PG. Just for funsies, just so that, we're not bringing that negative energy. It's really easy to bring the negative energy. But Jamie is very positive energy, just like Tadagosa, Past the Plunger, Chris, all our people we follow, that girl Joey. These are all people, Steve J, John and Bo, Core, all these people, positive people who bring, fun and escapism, which is what I personally need right now, and I figure you probably do too. Maybe the next one can't be beat in 5 minutes. Kaz Shankbuster, oh no, you have a good one, but we're gonna raid in on Jamie Whammy here in just a second. She hasn't started her gaming yet, but she's playing some Final Fantasy 9, and that's okay by me. That's okay by. I gotta play I got Final Fantasy for the PlayStation 2. Which one is it? 12? I gotta play that one. I've had it forever. I got a guidebook and everything. I just got to get to it. Mantelbeard, remember now why I never play text adventures. I need to get that hint book. Yes, MacDoc. I actually need to see. They were just printed. I mean, when I say they were just print, they just print out on regular old newsprint type paper. They weren't fancy or nothing. It reminds me of the indie comics of the 90s and stuff, but the early 80s. That was pretty typical adventure stuff. As Fastidious says, I agree. I come here for the fun and escapism. If I wanted politics, I'd go to politics channel, right? All right, you guys too. Let's raid in on Jamie Whammy and hang out for a little bit, and have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow around 3:30. Hopefully, we'll be talking about the games we played this week on the Play Retro Show. Me and Scott on YouTube, doing up on the Frog Pants Network. See you then. Bye.